Hey guys, welcome to another video cast on how I shot this. This time we're speaking to the insanely talented duo Daniel and Carol from Paraguassu Fotografria. These two are changing the industry in Brazil and their story is fascinating and they have so much goodness to share with us all. So tag along and explore their story, their work, their beginnings and everything. There's so much to this, it's just awesome. As always, whenever you hear this sound, it means we're showing something on the screen, so swing on by and check that out. Alright guys, let's go!
Yeah, nice to
Awesome,
meet you,
guys.
Shane. It's
Nice
an
to
honor
meet you
for
too,
us.
guys.
After talking a lot in Instagram and in the mails, it's good to meet you personally.
It's such a pleasure to meet you guys. It's been one of my dreams to speak to you in person,
Yeah,
so I'm so excited to get this going, hey?
I will talk to you. Sorry for the English. The English is better in understanding than talking. And I will translate to Carol.
Que eu vou ficar só de
Yeah,
figurinha.
she's gonna be my assistant today.
Perfect. So, firstly, how are you guys doing? How is everything with you back there in Brazil?
We are a photographer here in Brazil since 2010. Started weddings in 2012, and for us it's this time now after 10 years it's crazy how the things changed a lot since the start when it started. And for us today it's great, but the wedding industry here in Brazil have it's more mature now than 5 years ago. It's changed a lot, and for us, it's great because we can just help the industry to change to the right way, and
That's cool.
it's for us. It's amazing.
So, how would you say that the industry's changed? Because in one of your HIST posts, you mentioned that the style shoot kind of opened up the eyes to the community there and how that a wedding doesn't just have to be a certain way and that it can be adventurous. And I find that incredibly inspiring. So, how have you seen the industry change that side?
Since 5 years ago to now, what happened is if you see, we have much inspiration from the weddings from United States, Europe, and
A gente mudou
yeah,
primeiro, né?
we start to change us to kind of change the wedding industry, and this is it's crazy because the styled shoots helped us to change and show the right way to do it, not the right but a different way to do it, because the wedding industry here in Brazil is too much classical, it's too much attached to the
To
right
the
way to do,
traditions.
yeah, to traditions, yeah. And we start to change that, bring the connections and the deeper personality to change the way of
Seria
doing
pouca
weddings.
importância para quem as pessoas são de verdade.
Yeah,
né?
the wedding here doesn't give much importance to the who the person is, and we don't like that. And this is the biggest, I believe, the biggest mission we have is to change that and bring the importance and the connection to the wedding.
It was fascinating to read about that, and it's so cool that you've managed to make this shift. Like, I think that's really inspirational, and you guys have done a great job. And you're also very much loved in the industry.
But not
Yeah.
not always this way. When we started the wedding industry, the photographers and the video makers just have too much competition, and for us it was hard at the beginning because we are starters learners only with you, and we needed help. 10 years ago we don't have too much information like we have now.
No
We don't
Brasil
have
não tinha, na
in the
verdade. Na gringa tinha
yeah,
alguns, né?
in the United States and in Europe you always have information, but if you don't talk in English you don't have any information
Verdade.
Sure.
to develop this. And we have too much competition, and we say no, we don't like this. I believe if we grow together we can grow stronger and better. I believe the all industry gets better. The bride's gonna have better photographers if we can grow together.
Todo
And this
mundo cresce, né?
everybody grows, and this is for us is it's just like a mission statement for us, and we do for the other people's what we want to do earlier.
What you wish you had, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have this, and for us for do this for the guys who are starting, and talk with us. It's an honor. And it's a great mission. We find this too inspirational for us, and we grow even more than person.
That,
For us, amazing.
that's amazing. Yeah. Again, I keep hearing such positive messages whenever we share a photo of yours. There's people writing to us like, "Oh my God, I love Paraguassu. I love Carol and Daniel." Like that you have such a fan base, and you can totally see why. And so, it's amazing that you're putting so much to this community.
Yeah, for us, it's a long way,
Mm,
and it's still changing the things because some people don't like to the biggest change when in every industry. I believe there always people who
Me fala um pouquinho para eu tentar te
porque a questão
ajudar.
das mudanças, não é como é legal, as pessoas hoje em dia, a comunidade ajuda muito, sempre está muito entusiasmado com a gente, com as coisas que a gente faz, com tudo que a gente conquista, né? But we always have a fight with the market,
mm,
with the people,
Acho
because
que o principal que a gente faz é tentar fazer com que as pessoas se encontrem com elas mesmas, né?
yeah, the principal things we have to do is the people find with herself. And this is difficult because it's not easy to see the shadows we have inside us, the difficult
sure.
things we have inside us, and this bothers some people, and this
Porque
is
eles
difficult.
têm muitas referências, eles têm muito bom gosto, mas eles não sabem o que fazer. Eles ficam perdidos com tantas coisas bonitas, né?
Yeah, and when we have a reference, good reference, but we trying to point the way to use the right way to use the reference, because you have too much
Hmm.
reference, too much beautiful things, but it's hard to get that and find your
Mm.
identity
Quem eles são
to
de
mix this,
verdade,
who
né?
you are, who you really are, and this is your statement. You we fight for that.
That's it. That's so cool. And now with all this change in the industry, do you think it's gonna continue growing and developing in Brazil? Do you think weddings are only gonna get more adventurous and maybe more elopements, more sort of extravagant weddings? Do you think that that's gonna happen in Brazil, or do you think things are gonna sort of stay the same where they are now?
That's just the start. I believe this is just the start to
Hmm.
the biggest thing they're gonna have in Brazil. Development is not today. It's not too much explored here in Brazil because
Hmm.
Porque
it's too much traditional with the family. I believe it's more traditional here in
Sure.
Brazil than Europe, than United
é que as
States.
pessoas acreditavam que era uma coisa que só servia para eles lá de fora,
Yeah.
que não se adaptava no Brasil, né?
And the people believe here in Brazil, and some still believe that don't fix it, don't. This is not usually we can't do this in Brazil because we are a family people,
Mm.
but the things are changing,
Também pelos lugares, pelo calor.
because the places and people don't think that have great places to do elopements and different weddings because it's too much. The people, the vendors sometimes put a difficult to do different things because it's too
Mm.
much. The logistic way to change, to travel, to make the things is difficult. But these things change. I believe since from 5 years from now, I believe the market will gonna grow a lot and change a lot to very different kinds because now we have living a folk bohemian style
Yeah.
in Brazil, but I believe the all style is gonna grow if we work together and we can direct the wedding market to that.
Absolutely. I think so. It's like you're showing people what's possible. And, it's inspiring them that, hey, look, you can have an amazing mountainous wedding, or you can have an amazing wedding in a forest or something like that. It doesn't have to be in a church if you're not particularly religious. Or it's nice to just show people that you've got this options everywhere.
Yeah,
And
it's hard work, but when we work in a community, spreading this to all the vendors of the wedding industry, we can grow much faster. We can
Mhm.
change the ideas much faster because if you try to bring this change alone, you're gonna have you don't have succeed. But if you
Mm.
grow with other people, you can change the mind with your community, and you change your mind with the video makers and the flowers and the wedding planners. We can change a lot. We can show the possibilities, and this is amazing because
Mm.
we felt so desafiado. The words, sorry, the
Uh,
words sometimes escape
no
from me,
worries.
but we feel like we have a challenge, and for us, the
Mm.
challenge is amazing because we want grow and want everybody grow with us.
That is so, so cool. And, being so talented photographers as yourself, I mean, I keep seeing such amazing photos coming out of Brazil. You guys have some of the most incredible photographers. Like,
Ele
Ah,
fala que os
wow.
fotógrafos do Brasil são incríveis e ele acha as fotos do pessoal daqui do Brasil muito
Jeez.
maravilhosas. Ele acha incrível como tem uma comunidade grande de fotógrafos aqui no Brasil, pessoas que fazem trabalho tão bem feitos, né? Não,
No,
desse,
really, wow. I mean, I see it all the time. I mean, we're often tagged in work from Brazilian photographers, and I'm just like, God, wow, these guys are definitely on the top level. And it's, yeah.
for us is amazing, and I believe in the How I Shot is the most country photographers of the country from Brazil.
Correct. Yeah, we have the most of our photographers come from Brazil. At least we got a large portion of them. I think we have over 120 photographers now, but there's definitely a big group from Brazil, and I love it. And I love how everyone is so proud to be on How I Shot This. I never thought it was going to be a platform that was, people are going to be super proud on. But every time I have someone come on, they're like, "Oh my God, thank you! Make me so happy." It's makes me feel really good. So
For us it's amazing, and the best part is because we all are together, we all are people who know each other, always talk with each other and do things together, we help each other, and it's time to How I Shot came to Brazil to make a visit for us, eh?
yeah, I would love that. It would be amazing to see you guys and meet up with everyone.
I believe too. I believe it's gonna be a amazing, and I believe more than amazing. I believe it will change the the way we see the things. You guys have too much to learn to us.
Oh no, you guys are already so far ahead with everything. I don't know what I could teach you. You guys.
Yeah, now you have too much. The way you guys see, we admire the. You are from Germany, right?
Actually, I'm from South Africa, but I live in Germany.
I believe we love the German photographers. For us, is one most amazing photographers, and you guys have a way to live the life just much easier. You don't have to much worry about, and this is for us. It's amazing. The brides and grooms here in Brazil need to know live the way you can
Mhm.
just enjoy the life, do the right things, enjoy the life. And this for us is you guys can teach this for us. We always inspired by you.
Oh, well, that's very, very cool. I'm sure we'll put together something someday. Yeah. Now, let's talk a little bit about your photography, guys. So, you've been shooting since 2010, right?
Yeah, 2010.
Okay. Nice. And have you only been doing weddings, or did you shoot other projects as well? And
we start
Gestante infantil.
we start to do family shots,
Mhm.
children birthdays, and I don't know how the term is in English, but we started doing that. And this is in 2010, 2012. We shot our first wedding, and
Okay.
Carol started shoot alone, and I came after. And when we find the wedding, the wedding world, it's just too different. It's just too
Fala
amazing
pra
how.
ele que a primeira noiva que eu fui atender chegou lá e eu achei que ela era uma mãe que ia fazer um
the
evento infantil. E
yeah,
ela falou, é casamento.
the
E eu,
first time the Carol find have the bride, she came there, and we believe it, she gonna do a birthday from his kid, for his children, and she, no, it's wedding. We don't shoot weddings, but no, but you guys gonna shoot my wedding. And
a gente,
Wow.
when
não, não
no,
fazemos.
but yeah, we can. And from
E
that
aí,
it
depois...
started until now.
That's amazing. Were you nervous when you first shot your wedding, or like were you a bit like scared?
Yeah. I'm a bit scared, but I believe Carol. She's smooth. She's to to bring all the kinds to be perfect. And for her is it's I believe it's more emotional. Foi meio difícil, não foi a primeira vez assim, casamento assim de ficar meio
Era
nervosa
muito diferente o mercado da nossa
em
cidade.
relação a
Fala
gente
pra
como é
ele
que
que
se
o
dá.
estado que a gente morava ainda era mais tradicional do que o que a gente mora
Não
agora.
mas é questão de mudança, como é que foi o primeiro. Mas
Sim.
for us it's too nervous, but I believe we did a good job and we like it.
A gente era preocupado com equipamento.
Yeah, we worried about the gears and the lens because we had starting kids. I believe that
Yeah.
T3, and for us to do a wedding with just center camera, I believe is a little crazy. But if you don't jump in the water, you're not never
Learn
gonna
to swim
wed. You have to enter with head, and that's it.
and everything. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. And now, most importantly, were the clients happy?
Yeah, it's too different 10 years ago from now. It's
Sure.
too the sepia things and all the classical things,
efeitos.
the effects different, but yeah, the guys is very happy with the results,
Yeah.
and for us
A gente deu o
is
nosso
amazing.
melhor pra
We give our
época.
better, best. We did it.
That's it. Everyone starts somewhere, and like if you ask anyone to look at their first photos, their first weddings, they're gonna be a little bit embarrassed. Like, oh god, I can't believe I did that. Like,
Yeah,
it's for all of us.
I can do this. I can show for guys. It's just embarrassing.
Amazing. And so now, what sort of equipment do you guys work with?
Today we
A
shot
gente
with
tá
a lot
mudando
of
tudo, mas
cameras.
ainda tem
We
umas
changing a lot,
né?
but now we work with Canon. We work with the Canon Air, EOS Air, the mirrorless. We're gonna change to
Yeah.
R6. But we have today two Mark IV, I believe, two 5D Mark IV, and we always work with the same lens, the 35, the 50, and the 85. For us, we don't have just a flash when needed,
Yeah.
and just we don't use too much equipment. We try to extract the better with what we have.
That's amazing, and that's absolutely right. And you know, it's similar to what we do as well. We have literally the same setup as yours, and the less stuff that we can use, in a way, it's better. It kind of forces you to be creative and come up with solutions on the day or on the spot, and that's where you find magic. You know.
Yeah, I believe the guys sometimes when starting the photography give too much importance to the gear, and I believe the most important thing is finding your inner voice, what you want to
Correct.
do, what you want to bring to the world, and the gear is a secondary. The photos are secondary, but we believe when you find all the techniques and all the things, I'm gonna do the better way. I will photograph like Shane. I will photograph with like Paraguassu, but it's not that. I believe the identity of the light, the connection are most important things than gear and lenses.
E tirar o máximo que aquele
Yeah,
equipamento
and
pode,
you
né?
you can extract the most we can. If with every camera, we work with T3i from Canon, the first enter. We work with Sony, the first Sonys, and work,
Fuji,
but
né?
always try to see the other things, not the equipment, but the gear, but the other things.
How would you uh, like get people to kind of discover their own style and voice? So as a new photographer who doesn't really know what they like or how they can express themselves, you know, what advice would you tell someone to discover this? Like, I always think that that's a difficult part, to kind of figure out what it is that you really want to do and what it is that you want to show.
Yeah, it's a more philosophical part. It's you can just have a right equation you put in you. Oh, I have my inner voice. Como é que a gente faz para descobrir essa identidade, essa voz interior? É uma parte mais difícil, né? And for us,
A gente estava num ritmo muito acelerado e a gente precisou dar uma parada.
yeah,
né?
with the pandemic, we are doing a lot of weddings, and since stop we have to stop it and see what have inside. And when we start doing that, we start the mentorships, and it's a great way to find our inner voice better and help the other photographers to find this inner voice. It's a difficult way because it's more philosophical, but you have to find the things that you love. You have, I believe, every
própria
people
história,
have
né?
your own story, own words who marks them. It's not what I can do, but it's who I am, the symbolical things we have inside, what we live, the way I grow up, the way I see the road. This for me is much more important than techniques. Techniques are important,
Porque
yeah.
existem muitas coisas lindas, mas nem tudo faz sentido para todo mundo. Né?
Carol saying there's all beautiful things and all beautiful moments, but not all things gonna make sense to me. I have a few things that really gonna make me move and make me do a lot. But other things, no, it's great for photographers like minimalism. I believe. Oh, I love the minimal photos, but do not mix with me. I believe it's great for other person, but with me,
But
I
it's just
have to
not for
know.
you.
Yeah, for me, I believe I like the all the composition and too much information,
Texturas.
the texture, the patterns. For me, it's more important. But I believe when we know who we are, it's easier to we find your voice and you can make impact in the world.
That's very cool. And it's like not being afraid to going out and trying to do things, even if you've seen it done before, is to kind of try it and do it your way and see if you like it or not. Because that's but as you've just said, like it's life experiences that will help you discover who you are. And, you've got to have those experiences and you've got to do it.
Yeah, I believe the guys don't the photographers don't do much importance for this, but I believe this is the most important thing. The most important thing because this is gonna real change the world. You only change the world if you bring your truth. If you don't bring your truth, you're gonna bring the truth of someone else. That's not
Fala um
you.
pouquinho.
That's right.
Só falando da questão da importância da questão do interior e tal, só falando da questão.
Porque a gente fala muito sobre viver de verdade,
Yeah.
né? Que eu acho que aqui no Brasil as pessoas não entendem ainda muito.
Yeah, the guys here in Brazil don't starting to figure it out how is to live live the como é que eu falo isso em inglês? We have a thing for us is too much hard is viver de verdade. It's just like live truly, just truly
Okay.
live. Just live the right way, the truth with the
Mais do
truth.
que fotos.
Just
né?
not photo is the secondary thing. Just live from yourself, the truth from yourself, and all the other things is gonna fix it.
That's very, very good advice. Now, let's, when you go to your shoots, right, are you going there, whether it's a style shoot or a wedding, are you going fully prepared? Like, are you planning in your head, okay, I know I want to do these shots, I have these things I want to do, or are you reading the moment and then kind of going intuitively?
Entendeu?
A gente chega e.
Yeah, we are.
Só de conhecer o casal.
Yeah,
Mas
for
depois,
us, the only important thing is to know
História.
the history of the couple. But we bring and we arrive like a white paper, totally blank. We don't have
Okay.
to. Yeah, we don't have
pra
that.
viver.
Yeah,
Como se fosse mesmo uma aventura.
yeah, it's just like an
passeio.
adventure, just like a walk with the couple. We always say it's too hard to take minutes, one day, one totally day to enjoy each other. And this is the day for you guys enjoy each other. The photos is gonna be the consequence.
Pra
And,
gente também, não
and
só
for
pra
us
eles,
too,
né?
it's a day of our life too, and we have to enjoy that day the best way. But we for us the connection and in these things, the history, know the couple for us is much more important than planning the things. And when you're going
Sure.
to sorry.
No, it's okay. And so, how would the history of a couple influence the way you work with them? So, if you got to know a story about the couple before their day, how does that influence the way you work with them on their day or during their couple shoots?
Ah, se eles são mais.
A história, assim.
Se eles são mais agitados ou se eles são mais românticos, isso
Yeah.
vai nortear o que a gente vai contar ali, né?
Yeah,
Acho que é o
I
estilo.
always trying to bring a little from the couple styles. Like if the guys is just more individuals, we trying to we don't have to kiss each other, hug each other. We have to find how they are, because we want to represent what is the truth from them, not for us. We don't have
Exatamente.
we don't want to do Instagram photos. We want to do photos with the guys gonna see, oh my god, this is totally me. For us, it's the most important thing when you find history. And I believe 2 weeks ago we have a couple shot. They have a place they studied together, and they grow and they know each other in this place. And for us, this is too much importance, because we have the connection. They in the place they know each other, and when we can bring this, we can just bring the memory how they live, and we can feel this in the photos, because it's just more than just a smile and the face. No, it's just more a deeper connection we have when you know the history, the couple.
And that's really, really important to know. And it's something that I think a lot of us forget is it's not about us in the end. It's not necessarily about our Instagram account. Our number one goal as wedding photographers should be for our clients. It should be making the best possible work for them.
Para que eles se sintam bem, para que seja
Yeah.
legal para eles.
And
né?
and this is when you can, all photographers can do that and gonna do the same result. You can try if you want. If you ask to the bride, what is the better photo, the better shoot for her, and you choose a better photo for you, it's totally different. You find the better photo for her is her hugging her dad or her hugging his family, all the connections, all they felt like he lived. For us now is the photo we can post and get featured on the HIST. This photos is make importance for us, but I believe it's important we photograph for us and for the couple. We can do a hypocrite if I like, no, I just photograph for the couple. No, us is important photograph for us because we're gonna make more pleasure to do this more time, and you always find to do the best work for your client and the best work for yourself.
Yeah, so you can't exactly forget yourself. You do have to get the shots that you really, really want. But at the same time, obviously, getting the shots that your couples will really want and that the clients are looking for.
Yeah, it's two extremes, and we have to be in the middle, because when you have this two extremes is not good. You can't shoot just for yourself and you can shoot just for the couple. You have to find 50-50, 60-40, how the ways you're gonna make more sense to you.
Até porque para ter uma foto forte, a gente só vai conseguir se eles estiverem à vontade, se eles forem eles mesmos.
Yeah, we just get a strong shoot. A shoot with have meaning if the couple can feel this and can be relaxed because vulnerable.
Entregue.
They have to entregue. I don't know the word, but they have to lay down your guards. Totally comfy.
And trust you, and yeah.
Esse amigo.
Just like if we have a friends, a intimate friends. This is what we're trying to do. And when you find this little connection, this
Relacionamento.
relationship, it's amazing because the photos is totally different from just a client and photographer.
So, like, speaking about connections, now I'd love to talk to you a little bit about some of the photos that you've submitted to HIST already. And one of my absolute favorite ones, I believe, comes from your Meraki. Actually, there's so much to this picture with the guy and the girl, and they're very close and intimate, and his hands on her neck. I have no idea how you got them to look so at peace and so beautiful in the shot. And I would love for you to tell us a little bit about this.
It's not one thing we have to. I believe it's a little things you can do to find this. First, the place. The place is. I believe you enter in a parallel universe when you enter that at the place. I believe you forget all your worries and you just start living in the Mandacaru. The Villa Mandacaru is for it's 15 minutes from our home.
Cool.
We move it to São Paulo just for this place. The weddings we start to do there, and it's the first thing. You have to find an amazing place that brings the inner peace. They can just turn down all your worries and just start. The second thing we always use to bring these results is the music. I believe
okay.
I believe I'm if I didn't was photographer, I believe I will be a greater DJ and
Okay.
choose the right music for the right. For me, it's amazing how
Que dá o clima.
yeah,
né?
you can change all the mood with the when you change the song, when you find the song to the right part. It's amazing how you can do a lot. All photographers use music, but just put the playlist
Qualquer
and forget.
música e pronto.
Be-
né?
This is because you always photograph with just one camera when you do a couple shot. When she's shooting, scouting, I'm finding the better light, how we compose it, and choose the better song
Depois
with
troca.
with the mood we want to create, and it always
Mm-hmm.
change. I photograph, and Carol just the connection, just talking with when you do this, it's just not to camera pointing and shooting, but just
Okay.
bringing
Conversando com o
the
casal
relation,
também.
talking with the couple. And this is the third thing you can do, is just talking. You have to be vulnerable. How the couple's gonna get vulnerable in peace if you're not vulnerable,
Eu
if you're
acho
not show
que
vulnerable to the couple, if you're not in peace with the couple?
a terceira coisa, eu acho que é o que a gente conversa com eles antes,
Yeah, and
sobre a nossa expectativa, né? Sobre o
yeah,
que a
in
gente
this
espera
is
deles.
important to talk with the couple. We talk at this in the Meraki, what we expected from they.
Mm.
You have to be truly what you expect. You tell what you want. You have to set the expectations, because if you don't set the expectations, they're gonna act. The couple is a model couple. They're not a
Mm-hmm.
really couple, but
Mm-hmm.
the way they turn, it's just like they have married. This is amazing, because you can find this connection naturally. You have to create this connection with all
Mm.
you talk, the way you telling, you set your expectation. In this, for us, is it's so important with a couple, with models, with everything you're gonna have to do.
That's right. Because I mean, you could never tell that they are not a couple in this photo. They look like from a movie. Like they've just experienced something incredible and they're at peace with each other here. It's, yeah, really one of my favorite. And there's so much to learn about this photo, and I'm so glad that we have it on
This is
that
amazing
we
for
have it on
hear
the
this.
platform.
It's just an
Yeah.
honor for us. It's a photo that you guys like. For us,
Creio
it's
que também foi trabalho muito importante para
it's
nossa mudança
it's
de
just
estado aqui no
important
Brasil.
work for you can change with São Paulo. We live it in São Luís, Maranhão, and
Mhm.
this is one of the first in the works who moved us to São Paulo in the place.
Mudar o mercado,
To
atrair
change
as
the,
noivas que a
the
gente
market,
queria.
to attract the brides that we want, and we can show it that in the photo. It's not just a photo, but it's the symbols and the connections, the style the shoots
Muitos
bring.
casamentos vieram
And much
desse,
more weddings
desse
came from this
trabalho.
wedding.
That's
This
cool.
same kind wedding, and this is amazing. To the styling
So
shot
it's
for
so
us is
important.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so important to go out and create work that you want more of, because it's a little bit of a catch-22, You might ask yourself, well, I would love to shoot these types of weddings, but I don't have a portfolio for that. And, how do you get a portfolio for that if you don't have weddings? So it's like a circle. So the solution is to then go out and create it. And just like you guys have done, you've made a masterpiece. And the result is that you're now booking these weddings and you have a ever-growing portfolio. And it's exactly the way to go.
O mercado que a gente quer
Yeah,
alcançar, né?
I believe the problem is you're always shooting what we are shooting now. We have to direct the market, the wedding industry, where we want to go, and we only do that with the styling shoots. There's another way. There's no another way to do that. We only change the market. We only do the things, work it and bring more weddings. If you move, you can you never see a succeed photographer or any art, video maker, anything, who sits and wait the things come. We have to move and we have to change, and we have to change our reality. If we don't change our reality, who will change? And this is the greater thing.
That's absolutely really, really true and valuable bit of advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No one's going to change it for you. You've got
Yeah,
to put in
no.
the effort. You've got to move.
Ninguém vai mudar pra gente. We have to move. We have to. We have.
Então vai ser o acaso.
Yeah,
né?
just if we don't bring our truth, someone else is gonna bring the truth for us. And we have. I believe we have a mission. We like photographers. We have to show the world. Look, we can do that. This is amazing. And when you have this position and this identity, you can show to the brides who never saw that, and see, look, it's amazing. I can marry like this way. I can do a wedding like this way. And for us, this is amazing. Not for us, but all wedding industry. We have the I believe we have the sense of change the things, because when you change, not just for make more money, because the budget is greater. No, it's because we have to connect the right people. This is, I believe, all guys have here in Brazil, all Instagrams growing up, 100, 1,000, and 1 million followers. For me, the most important thing is not this. For me, I find 30 or 40 brides who believe in the work, who believe in, he see her in our work. And this is the most important thing you have to do in Instagram. For us, is the most
That's
important.
it. It's not care about those numbers so much, rather have 500 followers of really amazing brides who are potential to book you than 100,000 people who will never book you or never really do that, but they're just following you for that.
Yeah, and in these days, the Instagram is just a crazy. You have, oh my God, I have to grow, I have to grow, I have to grow. But I believe it's better you grow 1,000, 100 really couples that you really have a change than 1 million persons who doesn't even care about what you're doing. Oh, a photographer, okay, great photos. No, I don't want to attract this kind of people. I want to attract the people who is, oh, this is a connection that I want to have. I love this connection. I want this to my life. This is the perfect person that I want to attract.
That's it. Well, I love all the information you're sharing here. It's you guys are wonderful.
Thank you, Shane. For us, it's amazing talking here with some other graders. For us, so much inspirational photographers from all around the world in the same with you guys. For us, it's amazing. Can chat here and make these connections. For us, the connection is much important. And
That's it.
when it's amazing for us. Not what can bring, but to meet you, the guys. And this is amazing because you guys all, you are so great, and it's amazing be a part of this community.
Makes me blush. Thanks, guys. But before I get too red, I would love to move on to that other photo there with the couple standing by the window. The amount of editing you did on that was amazing with the reflection. It's amazing. Like, the whole story on HIST is wonderful, but when you go to the editing part and you could see how you guys move the reflection, it's cool that you even thought about that.
She's the magician of the Photoshop. She's the make all the magic things in the Photoshop.
Não, é que às vezes, na hora que a gente tá fotografando, a gente não viu daquele jeito, né?
I believe when you shooting, we didn't see the way he can bring this kind of way. I believe when you shoot, sometimes we don't see the way is better, the better way, and we don't have problem. We are not much purist, naturalist. We don't change the photos. We don't change the position. I believe you can change.
Sim,
in the wedding scene, but in the couple shots, when the styled shots, I believe you can fix a little things. You can change all the content and change all the backgrounds and put a green background and put we don't like it, but the little things that you can bring much more power and much information to your photo to bring a stronger photo. I believe this is amazing to do.
So when you were editing this photo, did you see it immediately? Like, this reflection should go more in the middle to make it more symmetrical?
É que eu tenho uma coisa com o centro das coisas.
She have a problem with the symmetry. She always have to be in the center. Always. I believe all submissions we do to the HIST, I always say that we have the center problem and we have to put everything on center, the most important things. And she said immediately she saw it.
But it's amazing skill that you did to be able to move a reflection. This is editing glass. This is editing, light refraction. There's so many things that I would imagine you had to do. But I don't know. What did you do? How did you do it? Did you just copy it?
Difícil, como é que tu fez, mais ou menos?
Fala pra ele que isso vem da minha experiência com o newborn. Porque no newborn a gente tinha que esticar a manta, dar uma...
These skills came from the newborn. She was a newborn photographer. And she has to stretch the background and put the background and find the background.
Assim, aí fica segurando na cabeça. Depois tem que tirar o dedo.
We have to erase the finger, and it's not easy.
Aprendi a tirar e colocar coisas.
She learned to put and take out things in the Photoshop.
Amazing. That's such a skill. I mean, when I saw this and I was first reading it, I never thought that it was edited in such a way. And so that's a big compliment. You know, if
Yeah,
someone is editing a photo and does such a sort of drastic maneuver to it, if you don't notice it,
it's
then your job
important.
is
Yeah,
perfect.
it's important to be natural. No, you can't
Hmm.
have to be the things. Oh, this just no. She's perfect to doing that. To put the reflection,
Amazing.
the natural. I believe the waterfall too. When
Mm,
it's the same skill, but it's a good skill because you can bring more power to your photo. What you want
mhm.
to bring to the
Eu
the
queria falar
couples.
também que essa janela é bem tradicional nesse lugar, né?
Entendi.
Da
Sim.
vila. E que, tipo, 2 fotos que ele escolheu são lá na vila. Então ele tem que vir pra conhecer a vila.
Yeah, she's talking that this window is too much traditional in this barn in the
Natal.
Villa Mandacaro. It's a barn and have a window with the square and the
And the
triangle.
triangle,
And
yeah.
yeah, it's much symbol information. And 2 photos, if you choose it, it's from that place. And she's saying to you, you have to came you Shane and Melly have to came to Brazil to meet the place, see and do a wedding there. It's gonna be amazing. You guys
Oh,
came.
I would love it. I would love it. I mean, it's such a cool shot. I love that the couple is standing there quietly looking out. I mean, it's also very dark. I also like that it's not bright and exposing necessarily for the room. It's more kind of dark and kind of telling a story of their tranquility. And is that something that you saw when you were taking the photo? Like you were like, no, I want to shoot this a bit darker and
Yeah, this a different moment for us because we are in this transitional way to see the world. I believe
Mhm.
this is a representation what we find inside us. We start to see more the shadows, more the darker things, and this
Também
photo
mais
represents, yeah,
parado.
it's just more still, more quiet. And I believe the shadows can bring this deep connection, this deep
Mm.
the sense of the deep things. And we do all our work. We have the bright things, but we always have the shadow things, the darker things, because I believe the dark is so misunderstood in the wedding
Mm.
photography. In the dark have up so much truth and weight and deep that you can explore with your couples. They always you have to right exposure all bright.
Mm.
And for us this is our mark. We don't have uh, shame, and we don't have fear to put the darker things in the photos. And I believe this
That's very
it's
cool.
a great strength.
And it goes back to what you were saying earlier about finding your voice and expressing who you really are. It's being brave and trying those things. And if you love it, if your clients love it, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, I believe you have to stop to see what everybody's doing and start do what's inside you. You have
Assim
to
como
Mm.
a
you have
vida,
to
a
yeah.
vida não é sempre colorida,
Just
nem tão
the life
clara
is
todo o
not too
tempo.
colorful. The life is not too perfect all the time. You have to embrace the imperfection. You have to embrace sometimes the shadows, so you can
Mm.
bring the truly what's inside you. And this is, I believe, it's a great way. I believe the shadows and the light is a great way to express yourself. This inner voice. I believe the compositions too. When you find the reflections, everything you can bring that you can put a piece of your soul there in your work. I believe is a great way to show the world how who you are and the
Hmm.
brides who they can be.
Pois
In
é.
this moment, we are at the final of the shoot. They all made the happy things, the colorful things,
Dançando,
they
correndo,
dance and they're running everything that. But we stop a little,
descansar um
just
pouquinho.
just stop a little,
Só
wait
paramos
10
eles
minutes,
ali.
just stop they there. And this I believe is the it's a thing that photographers have a difficult to do. Sometimes we have to the sense of we have to always talking some things to the
E
couple,
ficar em cima o tempo
all
todo.
all making things to can interact with each other. But this time we have stopped it and make there
Pedir
10
para eles
minutes,
descansarem um
just relax,
pouco,
just relax,
respirar.
just breathe a little, and they find this inner peace. And I
Que já
believe this is
Okay.
you
passou,
can we can bring
andou um
yeah, we
pouco.
can walk a little, go step back to see the things with different ways, and we have to be brave to do
Consegue
that.
ver outras
Yeah,
coisas.
we can see these other things, and this is what
It's
the
important to
shot
like, slow
represents.
down.
Yeah, this is what this shot represents. You always can calm down and bring a step back and see the things with the another way.
That's amazing. That's really, really cool. And it's right. Sometimes things can get a little bit too excited and too much energy. And, some of these quiet moments need you to step back and go out your comfort zone and just kind of let the couple be themselves.
Yeah, you have to make the couple be vulnerable. You can be vulnerable too. You don't have problem, guys. Wait there 5 minutes. Just hang out. Take a moment. You go walk. We don't have to be afraid to do that. We have to be vulnerable to be vulnerable too.
Now, the other shot, I was really fascinated by the story, and it's one that kind of got me into this whole conversation with you. So tell us a little bit about that. I mean, I love the story you wrote on HIST, but I'd love to chat about it here.
Sim, então, a gente criou com eles, né,
Yeah.
para o lançamento da marca.
This we planning together with the couple we're gonna do a rebranding of your.
Foi casamento real.
It's
mas
a real
que
wedding, but we help it to do the TP. We always
Okay.
happy
uma
the
assessoria.
yeah. It's just like a wedding, a planner. We plan it together with the couple, and the guy from Alev, he's on his.
He's also on his.
Yeah, he's also on
Ele
his.
sabe?
Yeah, so
Amazing photographer.
Yeah,
Yes.
amazing photography from San Luis too. And we work together and talk together, and just this wedding represent for us is our goodbye from old city, and start a new cycle. There we can show to the world we can change the things, and this is what this wedding about. We can do different things when in the place we're always the same. We can do a different things. You can change the world. You can change. For us, this is a just like scream of liberation. This photo will represent for us because this wedding represent for us, and this is the same thing we have. It's at the finish the wedding. The guys just eating a pizza, relaxing, chilling out, and we take it back a step closer and just
A
say,
gente achou que já tinha feito tudo, tava de boa.
it's everything. It's cool. The content it was amazing, already amazing. But this photo is just like a gift, a final gift, and we have what amazing. Just sit down, and this is what bring for us. And the things that sometimes when you chill out, you see the things with the different eye.
And now, being like a shot taken at night, did you find it technically difficult to photograph? Did you find it like a challenge to get the exposure right and keep the camera steady, for example?
Não, acho que não. Não lembro de ter
No, I
sido
believe
nada.
it's not too difficult because we have the light bulbs there.
Yeah.
And you can exposure, you can
As
shoot.
luzinhas também estavam neles, né? O varal.
And you have to this illumination properly to the couple, and this is one that hard. I believe the most difficult thing is how we have a little misconception of night when you always have the light is amazing. We have to sometimes to see the beauty in the night. We have always have the light with our main things, the light and shadows, but the night have great things too. And this is what about. We take a great photo at the night, at the moment. I just make everything in the sun. Now it's go down. I don't have too much photos to do. No, we can bring amazing things in the night too.
That's such cool information.
Yeah.
Now, speaking about information, now it's something that I love to ask everyone that I speak to, and it's one that we have on the HIST profile now as well. If you could go back to 2010 to 2012, when you were first starting out, and you could tell yourself one thing that would help, what would that be?
Eu acho que eu era muito preocupada com o equipamento. E não muito em me conectar com as pessoas e me conhecer. Acho que mais ou menos isso, né?
I believe Carol said that she was too much worried about the gears. And this is, I believe you have to, don't worry about gears. Worry about the connection. Worry about know people.
Me
worry
conhecer,
about
né?
know yourself. You know your inner voice. And find it, how you can bring to the couple, and how you can find the right people. This is, I believe, is the best advice we can do to the who is starting, because the gear is okay. You can do amazing things. I can't be hypocrite and say, you can do the T3i, the same thing you do R6, Canon R6. You can't do the same things.
Yeah.
But it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is just when you find what you're really doing,
voice, né?
Understand your inner voice, the voice we want to bring to the world and show to the world, have courage to show to the world. I believe this is much more important to the gears, the lens. It's important too, but I believe this is the best advice we can give to each other.
And that's definitely true. And I support that 100%. You know, it's one thing that it's kind of also where HIST came from was we used to get asked a lot about our photos and, hey, how did you shoot that? What camera settings did you use? What equipment did you use? And it's valid questions, but I always said, listen, it's not the most important thing to know what my shutter speed was. My shutter speed and ISO was so specific to that image. You can't take those settings and put it in your camera and go and expect to have the same thing.
Yeah.
Eu tenho até a impressão, quando as pessoas vão com a gente em um ensaio ou acompanhar um casamento nos alunos,
Sim.
que eles ficam assim, tipo, não tem nada demais, na
Yeah,
verdade. Tipo,
when all the mentorship class, you have a mentorship class, and the alums, the photographers who do a mentorship with us, when you take there to the wedding or to the shoot class, to elopement, they always say, I believe they expecting.
Eles acham que tem algo
you
muito...
expecting just do you have an amazing secret? You have a little thing you do here, shoot this amazing shot, but they see this is about us. It's about the connection we have the couple, and this when they saw this, they say, I can do that. It's not a formula. It's not a recipe you have here and you do this and this amazing photo. No, they see and sometimes they get frustrated. Sometimes they get, whoa, I can do that too. I can increase my skills of and connection with the couple. I increase my skills to see the things different, see the light different, and not just a little hack you can do there to do a great photo.
Guys, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on. You guys were so lovely, really, 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 really amazing. Thank you. And I can't.
Yeah, she's so sorry for she didn't the English class earlier to understand.
Well, I'm sorry, I can't speak Portuguese. So
but I can do the translator. Not too good, but translating the communication. For us, it's an honor to be with you guys. I believe in this community so much. I love this the how I shot this wedding. For us it's one of the most amazing things who happens in the wedding industry, because it's not just because you're important, but just the importance that you give to the person, to the people who behind the photos. Shainer, this is not common thing. This is amazing. For us, we felt so honored to be a part of this.
Oh, thank you, guys. It's gonna make me really blush here. I can't handle it. I have to hide the camera for a second.
Oh, Shane, thanks a lot.
It's such a pleasure to have you guys on here, and I know it's not going to be the last time. And please, whenever you're in Europe, let us know. Maybe we'll be in Portugal at the same time. If you're ever in Germany, give us a call.
You guys came to Brazil, and let's organize that. But when you go to Portugal, we take a step to Germany to meet each other, and we're gonna be amazing.
I know it will be. You guys have an amazing rest of your day, and thanks again for joining this conversation.
Thanks a lot, Shane.
So there you have it, guys. I absolutely adore these two. They are some of the nicest and most friendliest people I've had the pleasure of speaking to, and I'm so proud that they joined us on this podcast. If you're considering joining HIST, be sure to use their code PG25, which will save 25% on the first payment for any subscription plan. This code is linked to them, which means they'll get a little commission, and it changes nothing on your part. It just supports them in a little way. Right, guys, stay awesome. We'll see you in the next one.